So this video is on bliss. What is bliss? Well, this is my personal take. This is what I've come to understand through my personal experience. I want to share this with you. Bliss to me is something totally different than I believe how we've defined it in society. And this is something that I've really gotten in touch with through psychedelic medicines like ayahuasca, wachuma, psilocybin mushrooms, and also something that I've experienced through near-death experience where there was no substance involved. It was some sort of spontaneous consciousness, energy, something that happened that put me into this space. And what I discovered is that bliss is both this exquisite ecstasy and also this exquisite sadness at the same time. And it's all of that together. And that sadness, what I experience it as is sort of like, that how everything is in constant change in the world and in life. And when everything is constantly changing, everything is temporal. So as amazing and ecstatic and blissful as this moment might be, at the same time, we also, in some part of us, know that this moment is fleeting, that this moment is passing, that that moment already passed and we're already in another moment, and things are constantly changing. And so, even when we fall in love, if you watch Jason Silva's videos, those are fantastic. He talks about, how when we fall in love, we are already losing that love, because as soon as you fall in love with someone, you know that it's going to end at some point, either because you break up or because one of you dies. At some point, you will lose that too. And I think that's why that nature of bliss is all of that and all at once. And even the constructs of our human language is set up this way such that we define our world and our experience in terms of opposites. Like, we know hot because we know cold, we know good because we know bad, we know tall because we know short. Everything we describe in our reality is described in terms of opposites. And opposites, what are they really but two sides of the same coin, a yin and a yang? It's one whole, Tai Chi, right? That whole symbol. And so this is reality. We're living in a world of opposites, yet there is that unity of the opposites. And so that's why I believe that bliss is both that incredible ecstatic feeling, yet also that exquisite sadness. But it's so beautiful. It's so very beautiful to feel that because it's so real. And that's why I believe that truth is liberating. And that's why I don't believe that ignorance is bliss. I believe that truth is bliss. Like, it gets really friggin' uncomfortable at first when you realize that you have to make changes, that you have to change your life so that you can be happier, so that you can be safer, so that you can be yourself and live what you're here to live and be who you're here to be. And once you realize that, that can feel like a burden, but at the same time, it's just this amazing opportunity and this treasure. And the treasure that we can extract from these abusive situations is that it really shakes you up. It shakes up everything, how you define yourself, how you see the world, how you experience life, the direction that you're going in life. I mean, it awakens the parts of yourself that you didn't know existed before, right? And so that is the gift here. And that is why truth can lead to bliss. And that is why truth is bliss, because when you're in that moment where everything is connected and you're in touch with it all, and you realize that it's all of that, it's not just one thing, and I think that anxiety sometimes is like when we want to hold on that one thing because we desperately don't want that opposite thing so badly that we're just like so anxiously holding on here. But the reality is that it's all of that. Because you couldn't know incredible happiness and joy if you didn't know incredible sorrow and pain. And that's just the thing, that the people who are the happiest in life, the people who experience that boundless joy, are almost always the same people that went through really difficult life experiences, deep suffering, deep pain, came out from there with a new inner guidance leading you forward toward your purpose, toward your passions, toward your dreams, and creating your bliss in life. And that's the opportunity here, is to create your bliss, not to settle for the ignorance is bliss thing, because wow, You know, why would you want to spend the rest of your life like that when you have so much more potential? You have so much more potential to experience bliss. And I want to remind you of that I know it looks really hard and it looks really dark at first, but when you push through that, you're going to come out the other side. You're going to come out the flip-flop, and everything is going to be so much better. As long as you remember that it's all of that life is all of that it's not just one and not the other. And that's the beauty of this experience. That's the bliss that you can get in touch with from this devastating experience of narcissistic abuse. So I just wanted to share that with you today. I'm sending you all a big hug. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. See you soon.